Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're looking back on our Saturday evening league, the VRC Clio Cup. It's round 6, and it's here at Sardegna. It's the track C formation, I believe. So, the Virtual Racers Club would like to introduce you to our new Saturday evening league, the VRC Clio Cup. This championship will run over 8 rounds using the Renault Clio V6. Each round will consist of a 10-minute qualifying followed by two 30-mile race distance races, 30-mile distance races or whatever. The second of which will be the reverse grid of race 1's results. God, I butchered that. Something there. I've read that like, what's this, the 6th time? That one was my worst one so far. There you go. And they use tuning so they can have the good gearboxes. So this race day, they're at Sardegna Road Track C. Now it looks like it's 19 laps a race. Practice was at time of day 5:15 in game, and race 1 taking place at 06:20 and race 2 taking place at 0700. I don't think there's anything else to tell you, really. So we'll just crack on with the grid. Oh no, the table. There you go. There's always something I want to forget, isn't there? So let's have a look at the table. God, sorry guys. I was up for it, honestly. I am up for this. I know it seems half-assed, but I am. So Guesty is the top of the table at the moment, in first, which is the top of the table, believe it or not, on 145 points. Shiren is second on 140 points. iBunting is third on 126 points, but I believe iBunting missed last round, so he's already done his drop score. So the guys ahead of him have got to score big to keep that gap alive. In fourth is Thingamajig on 114 points. Fifth place is Cthulhu on 101 points. Homesick Alien in sixth on 86 points. Rido in seventh on 85 points. Makatak eighth with 78 points. And Rivixter in ninth on 77 points. Flashman 10th on 61 points. JTX 11th on 30 points, but I believe he only took part in 2 rounds. Jokus, I think he only took part in 1 round, is 12th on 23 points, and GT Racer, only taking part in 1 round, is 13th on 20 points. That table, I promise you, is going to look totally different when drop scores come in. And that's everything I've got to tell you. Now we can move on to the grid. After 10 minutes of qualifying here at Sardegna Road Track C, for round 6 of the Clio Cup, and we have a grid that looks a little bit like this. Am I in the right place? God, I hope I am. So here we go, and it's a Guesty on pole position, looking very strong around here, the French track. Second place on the grid, is iBunting in car 90. He's up for a good race this evening. Third on the grid, after his win from last round, Thingamajig carrying on the momentum. In fourth, Rido, having a great qualifying there from Rido in the fast lane Clio. Fifth on the grid is, God almighty, I should speed up, shouldn't I? Is Makatak, getting 5th place ahead of Homesick Alien in 6th. On the grid in the car 77, Nescafe Clio. In 7th, we have the Team 13 car of Shiren, the Russian sensation, just ahead of Rivixter, who got 8th place in qualifying. Oh, hang on, and there's someone else I didn't even write down. Sorry, Flashman. And Flashman in 9th. I didn't even write Flashman down. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. So that is your grid. That is the view up to the first corner, and let's see how the race develops. Press that, press that, press that. Jubba lubba yub dub, and then press play. So we're watching them from a mile away. I don't think I can get any closer. That's the best angle we get. And we're waiting for the lights to go. The revs are on for Guesty, and it's green, 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 and they go. So Guesty maintaining that lead ahead of iBunting. Thingamajig is dropping behind Rido. He's back in fourth now. He's lost a position to Rido, and Macatak will be soon on the go. But what are the two ahead doing? Guesty looks like he's going to get his nose in the first corner first, and he's done a cracking job getting that inside line. Rido all up in their business. Look at him, up into third place for Rido. He's on the go. iBunting though, he got the lead. Sorry, I was so busy watching Rido. iBunting snatches the lead from Guesty, but Guesty's on the case with Rido in third. Macatak up into fourth, and oh my god, you can see Thingamajig has had a big one. Thingamajig, huge. On the first lap, there he is, sitting in a comfortable fifth place. He qualified third. Coming around, this is a very, very fast corner, and he's out wide, and he hits the barrier. It looks like Rivixter also join him in a pirouette. And those two go to the back of the grid. Meanwhile, iBunting still ahead of Guesty, but Guesty's throwing everything he's got at him, and iBunting's got a sideways on, trying to break for the tight corner. Guesty's going up the inside of iBunting, and now Guesty has got the lead back with Rido in third place. Homesick Alien made his way up into fourth with Shiren and Macatak side by side going down the straight, giving each other a little nudge to let know. Ooh, it looks like Shiren losing control of the car a little bit there. And there they come over the brow of the hill. Shiren looks like he's slightly ahead, but no, Macatak late on the brakes. Looks like he's trying to get around a home scaling, but he's out wide onto the dust. And he's down into sixth place with Shiren grabbing that fifth place. Flashman not too far behind these guys. He's catching up with Macatak, looking for a way past. Macatak in the chat saying good evening. We're just watching you, Macas. Clinging on around at Sardinia. It was hard work, man. It was so hard work keeping these cars under control. Guesty, meanwhile, is enjoying his lead ahead of iBunting. Rido in a solid third place with Homesick Alien chasing him down in fourth. But Shiren, look, he's alive now. He's shaken off a Macatak, and he's up against the Alien again. We've seen those two battle so much. Macatak in sixth place, holding it ahead of Flashman. Thingamajig on a catch-up after his big spin, and Rivixter also playing a catch-up at the back. And Guesty doing the fastest lap so far, a 101.813, with iBunting doing a 102.0. He quite can't match up to Guesty's pace today, but Guesty's out wide. Guesty's out wide. He's lost the car a little bit. He's picked her up. He's gathered her up, but that's not enough to keep iBunting behind. And now iBunting retakes the lead again. And Guesty is down to second with Rido in third. Rido having a look up the inside of Guesty, but Guesty's got it covered off. No, there's a little touch. It's a little touch, but Guesty's got it under control. He's still got it on the track. Amazing stuff. But that gives Homesick Alien the opportunity, and Homesick Alien sneaks through up into second place. But he's lost the car. There's a few of them lost the car. There was a few of them sideways then, but Guesty comes through in second. Shiren. Oh, Rido's proper lost it. Poor old Rido. I'd say we'd have a replay, but that banner just gets in the way every time. There you can see Shiren, Rido and Homesick all going sideways, but Rido doesn't quite gather it up like the others, and that gives Thingamajig. Oh, Macatak's dropped behind Thingamajig there, and Rivixter an opportunity to get ahead of Rido. And iBunting is leading from Shiren. Shiren ahead. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something happened to Guesty then whilst we were watching that replay. Yeah, we saw Homesick. Oh, there we saw all those guys slide out. So Guesty in second place behind iBunting. Oh, and Shiren coming back. Beautiful move from Shiren. Guesty looking like he was lifting off through that corner. Is he letting all of them through? My word. Flashman, look at Flashman. Up into third, getting a sneaky one on, as everyone seems to be redressing each other. They're redressing up and down the field, and iBunting running away with it, a 102.4 last time around. Shiren now in second place with Flashman in third, and they've got Homesick and Guesty battling over that fourth and fifth. Fantastic stuff there from the Clio drivers. Then Thingamajig has made his way back up into sixth place after that spin on the first lap. Macatak in seventh with Rivixter in eighth, and Rido recovering there in ninth, but he's got the pace. We know he's fast today. He can catch some people up there in front of him. iBunting then, all he's got to do is keep it on the straight and narrow. Looks like he's got a nice healthy lead ahead of the Russian sensation in second place. This is cracking stuff for the championship. And Flashman is staying ahead of the Alien. Let's have a look from the Alien's POV point of view. I'm down with it, with all these little... Oh, and there you go. Homesick Alien getting a nice easy line up the inside as Flashman outbreaks himself into the corner and goes wide. But now Flashman grabbing hold of the toe of Homesick Alien. Guesty a little further down. He's got Homesick Thingamajig, I mean, all up close to him. Can Thingamajig mount anything? A 102.9 from Thingamajig that lap. Oh, it looks like Guesty a 105.5 having a struggle on. And maybe there's an opportunity for Thingamajig to move up another position in this race. He's very close to Guesty. Torn about pulling away as these two race each other around. But you've got Flashman on the tail of Homesick Alien also, having a good strong look. I'm just going to try and take you around in a car. This track down here absolutely balls out, flat out, all the way down the hill. Keeping the car under control. You can feel she wants to slide. Still on the accelerator all the way up here, leaving it late as you can to brake, then heavy on the brakes down into second or third gear for Flashman to get around that corner, back onto the accelerator, heading down the straight as he chases Homesick Alien for a podium position. A 103.3 from Flashman that last lap round. Heading up to the first corner, another one, leaving it just before the 50-meter mark to brake. There he goes onto the brakes, down into third gear, and keeping it on the road somehow. With such late braking into that corner, it was scary. Coming around here, building up the gears, and this corner it is a knock it down a gear and fling it in. There we go, all two gears from Flashman. Yeah, I was doing the same as well after hitting the barrier on the first lap. But you can get through there in fifth with just one knockdown of the gear. Full welly all the way down the hill here and up the hill until heavy braking to the last corner. You can see Flashman's just losing touch of the Alien there, and he's got Guesty for company right behind him. Guesty doing a 101.6 that last lap. He's come back with a vengeance, and Thingamajig not far back in the distance as well, catching up Flashman. High bunting, he's got a nice healthy lead though from Shiren. He's all on his own, he's just got to keep it neat and tidy. We're on lap 7 of 19 already. We're flying through these laps with Shiren in second place. He did a 102.0 his last time around, with High bunting a 102.8. So maybe Shiren, there's plenty of laps to go. If he can keep that pace up above High bunting, he will catch him up. Then we have Homesick Alien in the final podium position. Flashman in fourth, defending from Guesty. Guesty on an absolute push. Seems to be out of position, pole sitter of this race, and he's made it up ahead of Flashman now into fourth. Flashman down into fifth place. But he did a 102.1 his last time around in Flashman. Thingamajig a 102.3. So if Flashman can maintain that pace, there's no way Thingamajig is going to catch him up. And Guesty now moving up into fourth place to try and hunt the Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien this lap around managing a 101.9, and Guesty did overtake someone, but a 102.2 on lap 8, the halfway point. High bunting still leading out there. Managed a 102.1 last time around. Shiren a 101.9. So Shiren really on a push to try and catch High bunting, but it's only a couple of tenths at a time. And that distance looks like a couple of seconds. Homesick Alien doing a fine job that corner. Look at him sliding through that corner. It was such fun. Absolutely cracking stuff. Oh, we're out there. Rido, I haven't looked at these guys at the back here. Rido's come through. I said he got the speed. I said he had the pace. Rivik stood back there in 9th place. Although he had a 119 his last time around. That was a bad lap on lap 7 for Rivik. He had a good pace up until then. Rido's just dropped behind Makatak. We just saw him ahead of Makatak. Makatak, a 109 from him last time around as well. They've been in the wars down here. A 105 from Rido, but we know Rido, he was fast enough for fourth on the grid, so he's got some pace in that Clio as he's getting a tow from Makatak down there in 8th place. High bunting meanwhile a 102.4, a 101.8. so Shiren really is on a push. 10 more laps to go. Can he catch Bunting up before the end of this race? Homesick Alien, a 101.9 from him, keeping him nice and consistent and steady. Guesty, a 101.9 also, so maintaining the same lap time as Homesick Alien. Sitting on board with Guesty in 4th place. It looks like Homesick Alien. Bit of brake smoke, tyre smoke from him, locking up into the final corner. Letting Guesty pull ever closer to a podium position. He needs it in this championship. It's a very tight championship. He needs Bunting not to be winning, really. And that's helping Bunting out no end, even though I believe Guesty so far, fastest lap in the race and pole. Has some extra points in the back pocket. But a podium position will really help out, and he's catching up the Alien rather quickly. A 101.7 last time round for Guesty. As you see him slinging it into the corner. Unbelievable corner that one is. It really truly is scary. And there you can see he's on his tail now. The Alien is going to have to start defending in the corners. A 102.1 from him. He's going to have to get on to the apexes to make it difficult for Guesty. Guesty already looking to see if there's a door open yet. Not quite. Guesty's going to grab the toe up the straight, try and make a move into the first corner. Homesick Alien already getting over on that side, but he will move over. But it looks like Guesty's got a better drive out the final corner. And he's already getting up alongside the Alien, making it impossible for the Alien to rejoin the racing line. So his angle into the corner not going to be as good as he likes, and that gives Guesty a better run out of the corner, all over the back of the Alien. The Alien defending onto the apex, trying to keep Guesty at bay, and Guesty's just a force to be reckoned with. He's got the pace on the Alien at the moment. And Homesick Alien's just clinging on to that 3rd spot. Seems to have edged away from Guesty in that corner a little bit, but then Guesty's coming back up the hill stronger against the Alien. How's Shiren getting on with catching up Bunting? A 101.9 from Guesty, a 102.2, so they're going to definitely be upon each other by the end of the race. We've got Homesick and Guesty all on each other at the moment. Flashman doing some nice laps there, a 103.2 from him last time around, keeping it nice and steady in 5th place, with Thingamajig doing a 105.8. Awful stuff from a Thingamajig. He's not going to catch Flashman up like that. Mac Attack is in 7th place. He's getting himself some nice steady 102s now. He crosses the line with another 102.0. He's going in the right direction. Rido, a 105.1 from him, but a 102.4 afterwards. And a Rivixter back there, battling on. So there's the battle. Here is the battle. Guesty on Homesick Alien, still trying to knock on that door, but the Alien says no. That banner is absolutely pants. It really is. And Guesty's got the inside line now. Oh, Homesick Alien looks sideways going into the corner, but he's regrouped up. He's gathered the car, and he's got her going back in the right direction. And Guesty is there. Homesick can feel his presence. He can see his little blue arrow in his radar. All up there. And these two battling, a 102.0 from Guesty and a 102.2 from Homesick Alien. And Guesty looks like he's got that inside now. There's nothing Homesick can do with that. He can't defend against someone on his inside, but he's on the inside now, is Homesick Alien, so he reclaims the position, and he just edges ahead of Guesty. Amazing racing from these two. We can see as we get on board with Guesty. Watch this for a lap or two, because this is entertaining. Flashman still in 5th, with Thingamajig in 6th. Mac Attack holding 7th place ahead of Rido in 8th, and Rivixter in 9th. Bunting still in 1st, and he's still looking like he's a good distance ahead of Shiren. We'll have a look, because Shiren was catching him up. We can see Shiren just up the street there, as Guesty sits right on the bumper of Homesick Aliens. They cross the line to start their 14th lap. 5 more laps to go. Plenty of racing. As Guesty looks like he's looking around the outside of the Alien again. Is he going to flip it underneath the Alien? But the Alien's on the apex. There's no room there. and there is no move to make. The Alien defending by the numbers. Guesty getting frustrated now, sitting behind the Alien. There's no way past. He's doing his Gandalf impression, and there you go. He's looking like he's made an opportune. He's going to try a do or die up the inside, and he makes it stick. Congratulations. Can he keep it together coming out the corner? And he does. That bloody banner. And Guesty up into third spot with a very brave move. Can Homesick Alien come back? He's locked all the brakes up trying, but no, can't quite get up the inside of Guesty. Shren meanwhile a 101.9. His last it's a 102.2 that time around. iBunting's picking up the pace now. A 101.9 from iBunting, so that distance not getting any closer between Shren and iBunting, with what, 4 more laps to go. Guesty maintaining that podium position. He's gone out wide, but Homesick Alien looks like he's followed him. Guesty's got a wiggle on, he's snaking, and there goes Homesick Alien back up into third place. He reclaims the podium. Awesome stuff. And now Guesty's got it all to do. Flashman all on his own. A 102.9 from him last time around. Thingamajig does look a little bit closer. Thingamajig managing a 101.896 on lap 14, so Thingamajig starting to turn up the pressure on Flashman. Is it too late though, with only 4 more laps to go? Flashman's pace is pretty sturdy with the early 103s, late 102s. He's keeping the car going in a beautiful fashion, but Thingamajig really on a push, really trying to get that position. Every position counts. Mac Attack a 102.7 last time around from him, and Rido managing a 102.5. The pace is pretty similar. There's like a half a second in it between the field. So iBunting, not half a second in the race, but I mean lap times. iBunting leading from Shren, a 105 from Shren. Guesty's back ahead of the Alien. So Guesty pulling a move. I'm not going to rewind. We've seen enough of those two overtaking each other. Don't have to see every single one, but Guesty going. I think didn't we see Guesty pull it? We did, didn't we? He pulled the brave move down into the, but then he went late. I can't remember. I'll watch it back to remember. And Guesty's made a mistake in the final corner, and that gives Homesick Alien the opportunity to get back up the inside again. And these two just keep on swapping positions all the way around. Third and fourth, fourth and third. Shren is a little bit in no man's sky. He did a no man's land, and he's a 101.8 last time around, his personal best. But I think Guesty's carrying that fastest lap. Oh, I can't see now. I think it is Guesty, but I can't remember what the speed is, what the time was. Thingamajig's up into fifth. Oh my word, what's happened to Flashman? I'm sorry, Flashman, we'll have to have a look. Don't know when it happens. So, coming down the straight, Flashman in fifth. Thingamajig trying to catch him up in sixth place. Coming up to the first corner, a 102.701 from Flashman last time around, as he breaks into the first corner, and he's gone a little bit wide. He's just gone wide, that's all. And Thingamajig, easy position for Thingamajig, a 102.4 from him last time around, so he wasn't any particularly faster than Flashman. But, oh, just a small mistake from Flashman gives Thingamajig the fifth place. Mac Attack, he's some distance behind Flashman now. He's not going to be able to gain on that with Rido. Quite a distance from Mac Attack. iBunting then coming across the line to start lap 17 here at Sardinia Windmills. Shren following him through to get second place so far, but Homesick Alien and Guesty still duking it out there in third and fourth. Homesick Alien holding that third position, the final podium position, just ahead of Guesty. Guesty giving it everything. Thingamajig getting fifth place by default. Flashman though covered well. He stayed in sixth ahead of Mac Attack, but Mac Attack is drawing closer to Flashman. And with only, what, 2 more laps and this lap to go, Mac Attack could put a final attack on Flashman. Bunting taking it steady, taking her home. A 101.807 for him last time around. What's he going to manage this time? Sharen's a distant memory in second place for him. You can barely see him in his wing mirrors. A 102.3. Sharen doing his fastest last time around. A 101.9 now from Sharen. Homesick Alien still can't shake off his Guesty. Oh God, what am I doing? Here we go. Guesty going for a move up the inside. Homesick Alien trying to maintain his line. He gets the inside line now. And that's Homesick Alien staying ahead. No, it's this button I was looking for. Guesty again pulling closer to the back of Homesick Alien. We're on the penultimate lap. Looking at the front of Ghetto Guesty's car. The championship leader at the moment, but Bunting has already dropped his round. And Guesty and Sharen need to get as many points on Bunting to make sure they're in with a shout with the championship, because Bunting, I think it's about an average of about 16 to 18 points here. And he's not that far behind, in all fairness. I'm taking this win today. More points for Bunting. Sharen in second place, taking points away from Guesty and Homesick Alien. So not a first good race for Guesty here at Sardinia. But like we said, at the end of the season, there is a drop score. Thingamajig taking fifth after that first lap all day long. Flashman in sixth. He's staying ahead of Makatak at the moment. Makatak is drawing closer. A 102.7 from Makatak last time around. Flashman trying a 103.0. It is only 3/10 though. And this is the final lap. And Rido, again, like I said, he had the pace. Had the pace today. Just not the look. And there goes Bunting to cross the line to take the win. Sharen grabs second spot, and it looks like Homesick Alien's going to get the final podium position. Take a boom, my son. And fourth for Guesty. Thingamajig bringing her home in fifth place. And Flashman grabbing a great sixth. Should have been fifth. Small mistake, put him down into sixth. Ahead of Thingamajig. And Makatak coming home in seventh, I think he said in the chat afterwards. He couldn't get his gearbox right today. And Rido grabbing 8th spot. Sorry, I'm busy drinking me coffee. I should be pressing buttons. So let's move on to the second race. Exactly the same as that one, but a reverse grid rolling start of the results of race 1. So I believe Rivixter rejoins for race 2 after he's left race 1. So he'll be on pole ahead of Rido. Ooh, Bunting in the chat saying evening all. And there you go, Rivixter, Rido, Makatak, Flashman, Thingamajig, Guesty, Homesick Alien, Sharen and Bunting at the back. Let's get rid of the awful numbers. No one wants to see those. Let's have a check that my voice is still working on the iPad and you can hear me. Yep, there I am. Terrible. And let's have a look at Rivixter. He's a rolling. Get those M&Ms rolling. Rivixter. Round them up, wheel them out, wheel them up. So Rivixter leading them up to the finish line, and it's a go, isn't it? Yeah, it's a go. He's gone. And Rido trying to keep up the back of Rivixter. Makatak in third with Flashman in fourth. Thingamajig fifth. Guesty in sixth. Homesick Alien in seventh. Sharen in eighth. And Bunting at the back in ninth place. How long will it stay like that? And so far you can see Rido is really on the tail of Rivixter. Rido wanting to make amends of that first race. He knows he's got the pace. He's coming out wide to try and take a line on Rivixter. He's gone for the inside as Rido's making a move on the inside. Rivixter's there. And oh my lord, Rivixter's gone out wide. wide. I don't know if that was contact or not, but there goes Rido up the inside. Oh, Rido's leading from Mac Attack, but Mac Attack's really on his tail. It's crazy racing there with Flashman now up into third place. Thingamajig in fourth with Guesty in fifth. Homesick Alien sixth with Shiren all up in his business behind Bunting, and Rivixter down in ninth. Oh, poor Rivixter. I don't know if it was contact or not. And there you can see Rido. Best thing happening for Rido. Mac Attack and Flashman having a battle, slowing each other down and giving Rido the opportunity to move away. And Thingamajig is up into fourth with Guesty in fifth. Guesty will be looking to make a move. This is a perfect opportunity for him to get some points. Ahead of Homesick, Shiren, Bunting, and Rido still leading them away with Flashman. Flashman making a move on Mac Attack, and Mac Attack now is dropping behind. No, he's keeping in third. Guesty's got himself ahead of Thingamajig. Crazy racing here with Homesick Alien in sixth, Shiren in seventh. Going around the very fast corner. Rido still leading now. It looks like we're going to go three wide. Flashman, Guesty and Mac Attack, they're all squeezing each other, and now there's a bit of war hitting and everyone's flying through. Look at that. Awesome. Everyone's sideways. Homesick Alien spinning. My word, that's some action in that chicane right there. I've got to watch Homesick spin, and then we'll get a better idea of what happened in that corner possibly. We won't, because that bloody banner's in the way. If we sat on with Homesick, we follow in Thingamajig around. We saw that Flashman, Mac Attack and Guesty, three wides. Both of them moved in on Flashman. No one's issues there. They all drive through. Oh, Flashman's spin knocked Homesick Alien. And there you go, you see. We did have a look at that one, and I think it's just a racing incident. Three into one corner. Just didn't quite work. But Rido is still leading from Thingamajig. Thingamajig coming through in second place with that Bedlam. Bunting up to third. Flashman holding on to fourth place with Shiren up into fifth. Mac Attack dropping down into sixth. Homesick Alien seventh, and Guesty and Homesick being the biggest losers out of that, and that giving Rivixter the opportunity to draw closer to those guys ahead of him. That was a big one. That was a big one. And Rido's still leading from Thingamajig, but Bunting is on the case. You can see he's already caught up. He's got the fastest lap on lap 2 with a 101.8, and he's all over the back of Thingamajig. Thingamajig, is he going to defend? Not hard enough, I don't think. Thingamajig just giving up. And Bunting moving up into second place. Thingamajig in third. Shiren is a little distance from Thingamajig now. And Rido out there in the lead, lap 3. Coming across to start lap 4. He's got a bit of distance from Bunting. We saw last week what Thingamajig could do whilst the guys behind him raced. A 101.7 for Rido. That's his fastest, I'm pretty sure. Why is he not giving it to him? But Bunting getting the fastest lap with a 101.6. Thingamajig in third place, a 103.1. Shiren doing a 102.0, so Shiren will be up with Thingamajig pretty soon. Fifth place for Flashman, ahead of Mac Attack now in sixth. Seventh for Homesick Alien, and Guesty in eighth, and Rivixter in ninth. Oh, no. Rido's wide, but he's got it back on the track. Bunting keeping an eye on Rido from a distance, and Rido just trying to keep it nice and tidy on the track and stay ahead of the rest of the gang. Bunting though catching him up very fast with those 101s. Thingamajig in the distance, dropping away from that lead battle. Shiren doesn't seem to be catching up Thingamajig too quickly. Thingamajig managing a 102.8, Shiren managing a 102.7, so similar lap times. A 102.9 from Flashman. Mac Attack managing a 102.1. He's the fastest in the middle of the field. Homesick Alien a 102.3, Guesty a 105.3, and Rivixter getting ever closer to Guesty. Rido still leading though, 103.1 from him, and Bunting doing a 101.927. Thingamajig, we saw his. Oh no, Rido out wide again. But he can't get away with them too many times. Bunting will punish him. He's getting ever closer now, Bunting, to the lead of this race. Lap 5 of 19. How quick these laps count through. Thingamajig in the final podium position for now. Shuren though, catching him up. He can see he's getting closer. Flashman not too far behind these guys also. Shall we try some fancy shots, even though they're too far away? Mac Attack looks like he's drawing closer to Flashman down the straight. Homesick Alien a little bit of distance from him and Mac Attack, and he's pulled away from Guesty, who's closer to Rivixter than he is the Alien. Rivixter, we've seen he's done some good laps. He's not done one yet so far. 103.0 his last time around. And 103.4. I don't know what's going on with Rivixter's pace. And there, Bunting has got himself ahead of Rido. We missed it. I apologise. Here we go into the first corner. Bunting lining Rido up. They're side by side coming to the first corner. And there you go, Bunting late on the brakes and up into first place. Rido in second. Thingamajig coming around in third. Shuren only a tenth faster than Thingamajig that last lap, so it's a very slow draw close. And the Rido's coming back at Bunting, it looks like. Bunting fighting to stay ahead of the fast lane Clio, as it's lagging, but it is heading towards Bunting. Thingamajig though, he likes this racing. It helps him draw closer to these two, as does Shuren. Bit of a gap to Flashman, and Flashman's got his hands full with Mac Attack, slowly catching him up. A 102.4 from Mac Attack that last time around, and a 102.9 from Flashman, so it's very close between those two. Homesick Alien, a 101.8, so he's on the move now on lap 6 of 19. A 101.5 from Guesty, fastest man on track again, out of position. And Rivixter, he's not breaking those 103s. He was doing 102s easily in the first race. Bunting, a 102.3. I'm obsessed with the lap times, aren't I? And Rido in second. He did a 103.3 with Thingamajig just under a second faster than Rido. So it looks like Thingamajig could be in the shout against Rido, but he's got Shuren hotly chasing him. Very tight here, and where we can see this battle between Flashman and Mac Attack. They're getting closer and closer each lap, and now Mac Attack is all up in the rear of Flashman. Flashman trying to defend against the blue Renault Clio. It's very close. Let's have a look as Mac Attack lines up the inside. He's trying to edge up the inside of Flashman, making it impossible for Flashman to defend into this corner. It's going to be about the brakes. Flashman's on him a bit later. Is he going to stay on the road? He has done. Flashman stays in 5th place ahead of Mac Attack. Cracking racing from these two. Bunting is only still just ahead of Rido. Rido on a push. Look at Rido all over the back of Bunting. He's getting purples. Rido, an absolute animal possessed this evening in race 2. We're on lap 8 of 19. Oh, is that a small mistake from Rido? Saw some tyre smoke with Bunting edging away from Rido. Thingamajig, he's not too far behind these guys. And Shuren looks a lot closer to Thingamajig now, as Thingamajig crosses the line with a 102.5. Shuren managing a 102.0, half a second faster than Thingamajig. This is it, race on. Flashman still defending from Mac Attack. Mac Attack regrouping, getting that toe, ready to come back. Ozone in the chat saying hi. I believe that's Shuren. And Bunting saying Rido was flying. He was absolutely on a mission. So Mac Attack and Flashman, and this is helping Homesick Alien. I believe Homesick Alien getting closer to this battle in front of him between Flashman and Mac Attack. And it's awfully close going through that very fast corner, and Flashman doing all he can to stay ahead, and he's doing an absolutely blinding job from all the pressure that Mac Attack is applying to Flashman. He's doing a superb. And here comes Mac Attack. Is he going to try and get up the inside of Flashman? No, it's not there. Flashman had to get out of it. Bunting, meanwhile, still only just ahead of Rido. Rido will not give Bunting an easy ride like he got in race 1. He's got to race all the way, a 101.781, and I've got to say, this track is not a track you want to have to keep pushing at. There's at least 2 corners, could really catch you out, and oh my word, Shiren is on the move. He's making a move on Thingamajig. Can he make it stick? Thingamajig just slightly ahead, very defensive over there. He's trying to get back out onto the racing line to stay ahead of Shiren. The Russian sensation on a push here. He really wants to get that podium off of Thingamajig for his championship. Bunting again leading the way, with Guesty and Shiren fighting for places. He's not going to make it easy for Shiren. Shiren's going to go for the inside line. He hasn't quite got that inside line on Thingamajig. Meanwhile, Bunting now he's edging away from Rido. At this point in the race, lap 10 of 19. Maybe Rido thinking second place is better than nothing. Thingamajig's got his hands full with Shiren. They're both doing 103s at the moment, with Rido doing a 102.8. Bunting at 102.4, so the pace doesn't seem as fast in this lap, but the fastest lap is faster. Shiren's off the road. He manages to get away with it, does he? Just about. He's ahead of Thingamajig, but Thingamajig's coming back at Shiren, the Russian sensation, getting on board with Thingamajig as he tries to find a way past Shiren. Oh, the back end on Thingamajig's car's stepping out. And no, it looks like he's lost the momentum, and Shiren now pulling away in 3rd place, and that's Thingamajig down into 4th. As he chases Shiren up into the very tight final corner, seeing if there's anything he can get on the Russian, but there is nothing. Absolutely a zilch. So Bunting is still leading, a 101.8 for him the last time around. Rido dropping away, a 102.4. Shiren, he did a 102.3, but he was racing that last lap with Thingamajig trying to get that podium back, but it's just not on for him. Mac Attack up into 5th. We lost Flashman down into 8th. No, it looks like a lap 10 is where he lost a lot of that time, a 106.9 from Flashman. That's a shame. Sorry I missed it, dude. But Mac Attack up into 5th, and he's got Homesick Alien getting ever closer to him. Mac Attack out wide, but he keeps it on the road, doesn't touch that barrier. And Homesick Alien on a push with Guesty in 7th. Nothing these guys can do. Look, they're on good pace at the back. And a Flashman in 8th. Looks like we've lost a rear Vixter again. Bunting a clear win, looking like he's on for the double here, ahead of Rido, who's having an absolutely stonking race. Look at that, a 101.9 from Rido the last lap. Shiren a 101.9 also. He's not going to get any closer to Rido if Rido keeps doing those lap times. Thingamajig a 102.5. Oh my word. And Mac Attack's got his hands full now. Homesick Alien trying to look up the inside. Homesick Alien managing a 101.806 that last time around, with Mac Attack a 102.2. And it's not his fastest. Guesty in 7th. He's got the fastest lap with a 101.5. He did it on lap 5. He did a 101.8 that last time around. And Flashman back in 8th place. Unfortunate stuff. So what's going on here? Old Thingamajig's really dropped back from Shiren. It's all spacing out now in the lead. Bunting ahead of Rido, with Shiren in 3rd place. Thingamajig in 4th. Mac Attack just clinging on to that 5th place ahead of Homesick Alien. We're just ending lap 13 of 19 and starting lap 14. Guesty in 7th and Flashman in 8th place. Guesty has had such immense pace, but just hasn't had the luck in the race like Bunting. Looks like he's going to get the double win. Rido, could be his first podium here at the Virtual Racers Club. He's just got to cling on for 5 more laps. He did a 102.1 his last time around. Shiren doing a 102.0. It's not fast enough from the Russian sensation to catch up Rido at this point, and this is your top 3. Bunting leading on lap 14, just about to start lap 15. 4 more laps to go. with Rido in second place and Shiren in the final podium position. A Thingamajig in fourth place, managing a 102.0, his fastest in this race. He's got Mac Attack and Homesick Alien chasing him down, but they're so busy racing each other, I don't think they're catching up. Thingamajig at the moment, Homesick Alien trying all he can to get past the blue Renault. Guesty in 7th for 103.7 for Guesty last time around. And Flashman in 8th. Oh, I don't know what I'm thinking. Shiren in the chat saying Rido. So iBunting still leading from Rido. Rido having an absolute corker. Thingamajig, oh no, Thingamajig, he's in 4th for some reason. Shiren in, I thought he was in 3rd for a second then. Shiren is in 3rd. It's because I have my fingers covering the buttons, but I can't cover all of the buttons, so sometimes I have gaps between fingers and I'm thinking I'm pressing 3 and I'm not, I'm pressing 4. But it's looking nice and steady up at the top there. Mac Attack. Oh, he's pulled a little bit away from the Alien. The Alien a 101.9 his last time around. Mac Attack showing a 101.8. So Mac Attack, like we saw in the end of the first race, starting to find some pace in his Clio. Homesick Alien. Guesty in 7th. Guesty doing the 101s regularly. He shouldn't be back there, but he seems to have ended up back there. So iBunting ahead of Rido. This is, oh no, Shiren. Shiren's had a moment. Shiren has had a moment, it seems. He's gone through the fast corner. He's going down the hill. Oh, just slightly wide, not the barrier. Come flying across the road. Oh my word, and that puts Thingamajig up into 3rd place. Has Shiren got enough lead? And Homesick has got himself ahead of Mac Attack. Must have been just, and then they come across Shiren, and now Homesick has got himself from 6th into 4th place. And Mac Attack is really close to his tail. He doesn't want to give up that position. And Mac Attack all up over the back of Homesick Alien, with Shiren dropping down into 6th spot. Oh my word. His championship friend down there in 7th. Can Guesty rub the salt in? We're just about to start lap 17. iBunting bringing her home for his 2nd win today. Rido looking good for his 1st VRC podium. Thingamajig just sneaking up on the podium again. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. He's had a bit of a run of form with a win last week and I think a podium the week before. And what's that? Oh no! iBunting's dropped it! iBunting has dropped it! On lap 17 he's coming around. What's he trying to do? Get a fastest lap or something? iBunting absolutely flying out in the lead. He just goes in, he's got a bit of a slide on, he's gone out wide and he's knocked that barrier. I know that barrier well. And there he goes. Rido takes the lead of this race, lap 17 of 19. Can he keep hold of it? Thingamajig moving up into 2nd place. iBunting recovering, getting moving in 3rd, but he's got Homesick Alien, Mac Attack and Shiren all coming upon him very fastly. Mac Attack's through, Homesick through, Shiren is through up into 5th place. And he's going crazy. Guesty's managing to get ahead of iBunting. This is absolutely amazing stuff. Rido leading from Thingamajig. Homesick Alien is up into a 3rd place podium. Mac Attack is ahead of Shiren. Shiren and Guesty on the same bit of track. Bunting's there trying to recover just behind them. And we've got 2 more laps of this to go and they're all bunched up again. And Shiren and Guesty fighting it out. Guesty around the outside. Shiren defending that inside line. My words. Shiren's wobbling around. Guesty's out on the sand, and Mac Attack's there as well in 4th place with Shiren trying to find a way past Mac Attack. Guesty trying to find a way past Shiren, and Bunting is getting ever closer. This is fantastic stuff here. Sat on board. We're on lap 18, the penultimate lap. Here comes iBunting. He's trying to get a move on Guesty up the back of Shiren. He's made a move on Guesty now. He's right behind Shiren in 5th place. Mac Attack in 4th. Shiren in 5th. iBunting in 6th. Guesty in 7th. It's something mental. Guesty's got a 101.435, an immense lap there from Guesty. And Shiren's made a move on Mac Attack. Mac Attack making a small mistake in that corner. And Shiren moving up into 4th. With iBunting now moving up into 5th. And Guesty moving up into 6th. Poor Mac Attack. One small mistake and they've started their final lap. And that's the man who's leading. Rido a 102.619 his last time around. Thingamajig doing a 102.2. It's not fast enough to catch up Rido. Homesick Alien in third place, some way behind Thingamajig. Shiren moving up into fourth, ahead of Bunting, with Guesty getting up into sixth. Mac Attack slipping down into seventh, and Flashman there in eighth place. Excuse me, a little bit of windy pops. It's getting all excited. Bunting, Guesty's on the tail of Bunting. Can't see because of the banner, bloody banner. And Guesty's all up in the back of Bunting, but Rido, he's coming over, he's going to take his first win and his first podium in the VRC. Rido! Thingamajig grabs second place, and Homesick Alien grabs the podium. Take a boo, my son. Shiren finishes in fourth. Bunting and Guesty fifth and sixth, but just Mac Attack in seventh. And Flashman bringing her home, the Michelin Renault for eighth. But there is the man, the dude, Rido, grabbing his first win in the Virtual Racers Club. Well done, my friend. Congratulations. And that's super stuff. That was brilliant. That's awesome. So Rido takes the win, head of Thingamajig. Oh God. Thingamajig here in the distance in second, and Homesick Alien getting your final podium position. Shiren in fourth. What a battle, what a battle there we had. Fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. Unbelievable stuff. So fourth for Shiren, Bunting getting fifth, Guesty getting sixth, Mac Attack in seventh, and Flashman in eighth. But we will linger on the fast lane Clio. And Rido grabbing his first win in the chat. Then we have a Guesty saying go on Rido, Bunting saying that was a quality race, man. Jill saying very well done to Homesick and Thingy on your brilliant podiums, thank you very much. And Ozone with a checker flag, which I think is Shiren. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, because YouTube are big on that. They get a big chubby on if you do that. I mean, you can hit the thumbs down. I don't know if it makes any difference, really, as long as you're hitting summer. Hey. Right, our next live stream will be Thursday for the WRX Challenge. Our Homesick Alien in the chat saying, well done, Rido, great drive. Yes, our next live stream will be on Thursday for the WRX Challenge. Is Skyjacker going to win his first championship? Is the pressure going to get to him? If the commentator keeps going on about it being his first championship and adding that pressure, will that help? These questions will be answered on Thursday. Friday we've got the Max 5s. I couldn't tell you who's going to win that one. I haven't got a clue. The field is so close together and so taut that it could be anyone's game. So turn up on Friday to find out who the winner of that is. I did look at the track as well. Oh, it's one of the Qua ones. Cinquois. So come along and check out the little Mazdas around Cinquois. And then on Sunday we've got the HPEC. Oh, I'm telling you, 90 minutes of absolutely pure, unadulterated racing is what you get with the HPEC season. Please join us Sunday evening for our live stream on that. Go to our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, to keep up together with all of the latest tables in our championships, running championships, and any news and info about the club. It's also a way of getting into our Discord through that website. Come along, come and join the community, come and say hello. Okay, I was your commentator and your broadcaster, Mike Rochburns. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you soon. Any last chats? No more. That's it, we're over. Chubba lubba dub dub. And that's the way the news goes, or something like that. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Bye. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first. It's no, you hang up first. Okay, I'm hanging up now. I'm going to hang up. You ready? You didn't hang up either. No, you didn't hang up either. Alright, I'll see you later.